Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video, and we've finally gotten to a turning point in this season, because for the next few wars, I am going to be bringing in my current favorite champion on my entire account, my most powerful champion, and that is Titania. And so, start of this war, as you can see, it is currently tied 3-3. So, very tied. We do have, like, triple their exploration, so, we do have a decent advantage. But it's tied, so, I'm definitely not trying to turn the tide in their favor, score-wise. So let's just pause and take a second here to talk about this defense tactic. So, this is the attacker tactic. The defense tactic, basically what it does is called Sugar Pill, and it applies placebo buffs on you, on the attacker. And obviously, Mystic Champions like when you have a lot of buffs on you. However, the attacker tactic to counter this is called Decay. So attackers are immune to placebo buffs. Whenever they trigger a buff immunity, inflict a 20% wither debuff on the opponent lasting 8 seconds. Max 5. Attackers gain, this is a big deal, attackers gain 35% resistance to damage over time effects for each debuff on the defender. When the defender is knocked down, there's a 25% chance per debuff active on them to inflict a slow. So there's 3 prongs to this Decay. So one, it gives us basically buff immunity. Titania's already buff immune, so she doesn't really need that. But if she wasn't, that'd be nice. Then the next part is resistance to damage over time. Basically, we can take hazard shift fights with Titania, with tactic attackers, which we're going to be doing in future wars with her. And then the other part is a slow debuff as well. So there's just like so much goodness in this attacker tactic here. And this with Titania is absurd, because the way Titania works is every time she applies a debuff to the opponent, she gains a Fury passive, and every Fury passive that she gets lowers her Haymaker cooldown by 1 second. So this fight had a terrible start here. I take a big fat combo, not the best start, but it's all good. Because you see we have so many debuffs on Sigil Witch here. All those debuffs, and again we get hit here. Again, not the best. But you see my Haymakers are back already. Super quick. Gonna pop this special too. Look at that damage. Just so many debuffs. And she dead. So this is a very poor opening fight. Trust me, it gets better. This is the first war with her. The next two, I end up taking a boss fight. And both of the next 2 wars after this. Highly recommend checking those out. Those are going to make for some very sick videos. This is just like a taste of Titania. This is the warm-up. So, gotta use some potions here. As you can see, her health pool is 114,000. So, I gotta stop making mistakes like that. Otherwise, I'm going to be running out of potions. I'm also running suicides. And I also threw on a combat regen boost. I've been using more combat regen boosts this season probably than any other season, because they're just so good for Titania. So much healing on, 114,000 health pool. So the one caveat to this defense tactic, hold on, look at this. That was a sick fight. That's a quick fight. The one caveat though to the Decay, the attacker tactic, is it doesn't affect the suicide masteries. So that poison debuff that's already on me, that isn't going to be, I'm not going to gain any resistance to that via the tactic. But it will work against hazard shift, which actually we are fighting right here. So this is hazard shift, shock, and bleed. With the Absman synergy, we are immune to bleed, but we are not immune to poison or shock. And you're going to see here, we're going to be taking no damage from those shocks. We are still taking damage here, 344. That's just from the poison, though. We're taking 0 damage from those shocks right now, which is fantastic. So I don't have to wait when I was in that shock phase. Now we're in the bleed phase, which I'm just fully immune to already. Here, I'm just chilling right in his face. Throw a special 2. Boom. Bait it. Bait it heavy. He's dead. Yeah. That is Titania, dude. She's crazy. I cannot wait to show you guys the next 2 wars. Like that is seriously just a small taste of Titania's power in this meta as well. So next fight here, we're gonna be using Absorbing Man against Nick Fury. Honestly, I could have used Titania here. I think maybe I should have. That would have been funny. But I make a big mistake at the start of this fight here. So I'm just parrying you know, smashing, and I'm looking at my health. I'm like, why am I taking damage? I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. This is one-eyed open. So I'm like, okay, let's stop parrying. So yeah, a bit of a, just kind of shot myself in the knee at the start of this fight. Gave myself a bit of a handicap by, you know, sacrificing 20% of my HP. But that's okay. It just makes things a little bit more interesting. Give Nick Fury a bit of a chance. Because this is a matchup that I have no problem with. I'm very, very good at fighting Nick Fury. I've been playing the game ever since Nick Fury came out. And the month Nick Fury came out, like, we knew, you know, this guy's a great defender. So I've been practicing against Nick Fury for literally years. So and I've only gotten, I'd say, I've gotten, like, really, really good at fighting Nick Fury within the last year, because I've really started to really understand how his AI works, especially in conjunction with his tactical charges. For example, if Nick Fury has above 15 tactical charges, he's unblockable. He will not throw a special one. He will not do it, because that'll take him out of his unblockable state. So it's like little things like that with his AI that I've really learned over the last year, really been paying attention to, that just makes Nick Fury fighting him just very easy now. So after our special 3 with Absorbing Man, you can see we basically have guaranteed crits. Crit, 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 and Nick Fury's dead. So, terrible start, parrying like an idiot, but that was my one and only Absorbing Man fight for this war, so it didn't actually matter. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, and so we do have a little bit more Titania goodness here. We have, I think this is the final fight with her. So we have Ebb and Flow knockdown here. This is a Sugar Pill Defender. And yeah, it's only a rank 4 6-star sassy, so it's not that scary. Only 327,000 health. That's nothing. I'm gonna fight a sassy boss in about 2 wars. That dude is scary. He has over 1,000,000 HP. So again, stay tuned for that content. But yeah, the debuff immunity is kind of annoying here. You know, that's kind of Titania's whole shtick. Applying a ton of debuffs, getting the Furies for them. But it's all good. You can see my haymakers come back so ridiculously fast, dude. It's nuts. So here, just chucking some heavies. And I'm going to go ahead and bait this. So, I wasn't sure exactly how to play this because the nodes. I'm just going to toss a special 3 here. The protection is currently down, and he's not debuff immune. So, I think the debuffs tried to apply here, and it gave me the Furies, I think. Maybe not even. I don't. Maybe I didn't even get the Furies for them. But it's fine. It's not really a big deal. It's just going to be a little bit slower to take him down here. Here he triggers Wrath finally. And boom, we're getting all these debuffs. Going to go ahead and throw a special 1, get even more debuffs. And all those debuffs just give us our haymakers back now. So I can just dash at him freely. You know, I'm unblockable. I'm unstoppable. I'm indestructible. So no worries there. Sasquatch goes down. That fight wasn't really anything impressive. That nose is kind of annoying. I take an America Chavez there in the next couple wars. She's good placement there. That's an interesting fight. You guys will see again in the next war with Titania. So I just have one, I think it's my final fight left for this war, and we're going to be using Hulkling. So I was a little bit nervous about this one fight, just a teeny tiny bit, just because of the node. It had root. You know, you don't want to get rooted against Zemo. So the idea here is big boost, power start 1. We're going to end the fight quick. So yeah, it has scared stiff there. So basically, if I don't attack him for like 6 seconds or something, I get rooted. So we're just going to get in here, get to our special 2 very quickly, and hopefully just, you know, kind of insta-kill him. So boom, I'm going to go for a couple parries here, just to get some bulwarks. We just want as many buffs as possible, because each buff on Hulkling increases his damage. So boom, here, we're really close to that special 2. Do the 5 combo into his block, go unblockable, drop the special 2, double Furies. Almost get back another special 2, but not quite. So just re-parry, and then get to another special 2, drop it. Triple Furies, dead. Quick, you know, 20-second fight. Manuel called me a speed demon. And yeah, this war just felt really good. I said goated squad, because this team just felt so powerful. You know, I got the dynamic duo, the couple, the best couple in MCOC, Titania and Absorbing Man. They're man and wife in the comics. Probably in the battle realm too. So, you know, they're married. And then Hulkling just kind of third wheeling. And Hulkling, you know, he's a Giga Chad. So he's good to have as a third wheel, because he can do stuff like that. 20-second fights. Yeah, not really scary when the fight's over in 20 seconds. So, yeah, that was all my fights for this war. Is a quick one, and we ended up taking the dub here. So, I think that puts us to I think this was our second win of the season. So at this point, we're 2-2. We only had 4 deaths, which was really solid for us. And yeah, I think it became pretty apparent that we won because we just were clearing way before them. So they probably just stopped caring and just, just clear the rest of the map, not caring and dying a bunch. But it was close at the start. Like I showed you guys, it was 3-3. And yeah, so this is Titania's first appearance with the whole sugar pill decay stuff this season. Definitely expect a lot more. And if you like this, you're going to love the next wars, man. Especially when she's fighting bosses, man. Trust me, it gets crazy. You guys really see why Titania is my favorite champion in the game right now. But yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the Taste of Titania gameplay. Drop a like if so. Subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out, guys.